In the heart of Reggio Emilia, a quiet Italian town far from the fashion capitals, a single camel coat changed the destiny of luxury forever. While the world obsessed over Parisian couture houses and their theatrical shows, one family built an empire on a different philosophy, one where timeless elegance spoke louder than fleeting trends. This is the story of Max Mara, 70 years of Italian refinement that redefined what it means to dress a powerful woman. The year is 1951, post-war Italy is rebuilding, and Achille Maramotti has a revolutionary vision. Unlike the established fashion houses that catered exclusively to aristocrats with custom-fitted gowns, Maramotti sees a new woman emerging, one who works, travels, and demands clothing that matches her independence. In a modest workshop in Reggio Emilia, he launches Max Mara with a radical concept for the era, ready-to-wear luxury for the modern professional woman. His first collection features just 7 pieces, but each one is designed with meticulous attention to Italian craftsmanship and timeless silhouettes. The name Max Mara itself is carefully chosen, combining his mother's name Maramotti with Max, evoking strength and confidence. The brand's defining moment arrives in 1981 with the creation of the iconic 101,801 coat, a design so perfect it would become the blueprint for understated luxury. This double-breasted camel coat, crafted from the finest wool and cashmere blend, embodies everything Maramotti believed in: impeccable tailoring, neutral elegance, and versatility that transcends decades. The coat requires over 3 hours of handwork by skilled artisans in Italy, with each stitch precisely placed to create the perfect drape and structure. Unlike logo-heavy luxury pieces, the 101,801 coat carries no visible branding. Its quality speaks entirely through the perfection of its cut and the richness of its fabric. If you appreciate the world of timeless luxury and want to discover more stories about brands that built empires on elegance rather than excess, subscribe to Lux Eternal and hit the notification bell. Every week, we unveil the secrets behind the most refined names in luxury, from their humble beginnings to their current status as icons of sophistication. The Max Mara philosophy stands in stark contrast to the fashion industry's obsession with constant reinvention and seasonal hype. While competitors chase viral moments and celebrity endorsements, Max Mara invests in design permanence, creating pieces that women will treasure for 30 years or more. The brand's archives in Reggio Emilia contain over 15,000 prototypes, each representing hours of research into the perfect sleeve length, the ideal shoulder width, the most flattering hemline. This commitment to perfection over trends has earned Max Mara a devoted following among women who understand that true luxury lies not in being noticed, but in being impeccably dressed. The Maramotti family maintained complete independence throughout 7 decades, refusing acquisition offers from luxury conglomerates that could have valued the company at over $3 billion. This independence allowed Max Mara to follow its own vision without pressure to compromise quality for quarterly profits. Luigi Maramotti, Achille's son, expanded the brand strategically, opening flagship stores in the world's most prestigious shopping districts while maintaining strict control over distribution. Today, Max Mara operates over 2,500 boutiques across 105 countries, yet each store reflects the same minimalist aesthetic and commitment to service excellence. The brand's atelier in Reggio Emilia functions like a laboratory for luxury innovation, where master pattern makers spend months perfecting a single design. Max Mara employs over 4,000 people in Italy alone, many of them third-generation craftspeople who learned their skills from parents and grandparents. The cutting of a Max Mara coat follows techniques refined over 70 years, with patterns that account for how fabric moves with the body and how seams will age over decades of wear. Each camel hair coat requires wool from Mongolian camels, chosen specifically for its insulating properties and luxurious texture, then woven in Italian mills that have partnered with Max Mara for generations. The brand's influence on power dressing cannot be overstated, as Max Mara understood before anyone else that professional women needed a uniform that commanded respect without sacrificing femininity. From Margaret Thatcher to modern CEOs, the Max Mara coat became the armor of accomplished women navigating male-dominated spaces. The brand's designs never scream for attention, they simply make the wearer feel invincible through the confidence that comes from wearing something perfectly made. This approach to empowerment through elegance created a loyal customer base that spans generations, with mothers passing down their Max Mara coats to daughters as heirlooms. Max Mara's commitment to Italian manufacturing never wavered, even as competitors moved production to cheaper locations to increase profit margins. The brand's factories in Reggio Emilia, Perugia, and other Italian cities employ advanced technology alongside traditional handwork, creating efficiencies without compromising the human touch that defines luxury. A Max Mara coat might pass through 30 pairs of hands during production, from the initial pattern cutting to the final quality inspection. This investment in human craftsmanship costs significantly more than mass production, but it ensures that each piece meets the exacting standards that customers expect from the brand. The Max Mara woman is not defined by age but by attitude. She values substance over spectacle, quality over quantity, and longevity over trends. She might be a Wall Street executive in New York, a film director in Rome, or an architect in Tokyo, but she shares a common appreciation for clothing that enhances rather than defines her identity. Max Mara research shows that their customers keep pieces for an average of 12 years, with many vintage coats still in circulation after 3 decades. This durability represents true sustainable luxury. Long before sustainability became a marketing buzzword, Max Mara built it into their DNA through quality that refuses to become obsolete. The brand's expansion into accessories and diffusion lines followed the same principles of understated excellence that defined the main collection. Max Mara Studio offers a more contemporary interpretation, Sport Max brings an avant-garde edge, and Weekend Max Mara provides casual elegance, but all maintain the family's uncompromising standards. The iconic Whitney bag, introduced in 2009, demonstrates how Max Mara applies its design philosophy to accessories: clean lines, exceptional leather, minimal hardware, maximum functionality. Each accessory line generates hundreds of millions in annual revenue while strengthening the brand's position as a complete lifestyle choice for discerning women. Max Mara's advertising campaigns reflect the same restraint and sophistication as their designs, featuring real moments of feminine strength rather than artificial glamour. The brand has collaborated with legendary photographers like Steven Meisel and Mario Sorrenti, creating images that feel more like art documentation than commercial advertising. These campaigns never shout, they whisper, inviting women into a world of quiet confidence where elegance requires no explanation. The brand's marketing budget is significantly smaller than competitors, yet Max Mara maintains powerful brand recognition among the demographic that matters most: affluent women who prioritize quality and discretion. The Maramotti Collection, a private art foundation established by the family, houses one of Europe's most important collections of contemporary art, demonstrating the family's commitment to culture beyond fashion. This 7,000 square meter space in Reggio Emilia showcases works by artists like Anselm Kiefer and Claes Oldenburg, reinforcing Max Mara's identity as more than a clothing brand but a champion of Italian cultural excellence. The foundation welcomes over 20,000 visitors annually, many of whom discover Max Mara through their appreciation for art rather than fashion, creating a unique connection between creative disciplines. As Max Mara celebrates 70 years, the brand faces the challenge of remaining relevant to younger consumers without betraying the principles that built its reputation. Luigi Maramotti's children now lead the company, implementing digital strategies and exploring sustainable innovations while protecting the brand's heritage of excellence. The introduction of online shopping was approached with characteristic caution, ensuring the digital experience matches the personalized service of flagship boutiques. Max Mara invested heavily in virtual fitting technology and detailed product videos, recognizing that luxury e-commerce requires the same attention to detail as physical retail. The brand's 70-year journey from a modest workshop in Reggio Emilia to a global symbol of Italian elegance proves that fashion empires need not be built on hype and excess. Max Mara succeeded by understanding something profound about luxury, that true status comes not from displaying wealth but from possessing things of enduring value. In an industry obsessed with disruption, Max Mara disrupted by refusing to change what already worked, creating beautiful clothes that make women feel powerful, confident, and effortlessly elegant. As trends come and go, the Max Mara woman walks through life in her perfect camel coat, knowing she has invested in something that will never go out of style. This is the legacy of Achille Maramotti, 70 years of proving that in the world of luxury, less is often magnificently more.